So importing, exporting, changing, returning. These are the method parameters we use in transferring the data from one program to another program by using ABAP and SAP memory. When you have the returning parameters, you cannot have any other importing and changing parameters. They are called functional method and they can be used within the if and other logical statements. To get some values from methods, one can use the exporting, changing and returning parameter. If we use returning parameters, we should not use exporting or changing parameter. Only one returning parameter can be used in a program. And returning parameters are only passed by values. So how to declare a method we will be seeing later, but when you declare a method you also define its parameter interface using the additions importing, exporting, changing and returning. The additions define the input, output parameters and return code. They also define the attributes of the interface parameters, namely whether a parameter is to be passed by a reference or value. Unlike in functional modules, the default way of passing a parameter in a method is by reference. To pass a parameter by value, you must do so explicitly using the value addition. The return value must always be passed explicitly as a value. This is suitable for methods that return a single output value. If you use it, you cannot use exporting or changing parameters. As in a functional module, you can use exception parameter to allow the user to react to the error situation when the method is executed. So all this we will be understanding better when we will be looking into the example programs going into the practicals. And now let us look into the relationship between the objects when created referring to the class. There are three types of relationships available in the object-oriented programming: association, aggregation, composition. In object-oriented programming, one object is related to other to use the functionality and service provided by that object. The relationship defines the connection between objects. This explains how objects are connected to each other and how they will behave. Let us see example like laptop uses headset is of association type. So it represents a relationship between two or more objects where all the objects have their own life cycle and there is no owner. Here laptop is individual and headset is individual. Headset can exist without laptop and laptop can exist without headset. So they are associated with each other. The name of the association specifies the nature of relationship between objects. This is represented by a relationship which is associated. Now aggregation. Laptop has a CD-ROM. So nowadays laptop can exist without a CD-ROM, but CD-ROM cannot exist without a laptop or a computer. This type of relationship is called aggregation. So it is a specialized form of association where all objects have their own life cycle, but there is a ownership. This represents the whole part or a part of relationship. So this is a child parent relationship where the child cannot be existed without the parent. And now let us come to composition. RAM and ROM in the laptop or composition. Composition is nothing but it is like an aggregation relationship. The only difference is it is compulsory. Here the laptop and CD-ROM are parent and child relationship, sharing parent and child relationship, but they are not in compulsion. But here RAM and ROM both are important in laptop, both have the parent and child relationship, but they are compulsion. Their relationship is compulsion. So this type of relationship is composition. So what are the uses and when we should have to use the association, aggregation, composition when defining the object relationship? We will be discussing later when we will be going into the practical sessions. So that's it for now. See you in the next video.